Welcome to GRUNG TV, the entertainment hub for news, views, reviews, and gossip. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell.
Welcome back to GRUNG TV. Members of Jamaica Constabulary Force Specialized Operation Branch and the Jamaica Defense Force arrested 2 persons, including a wanted man following the seizure of a firearm and rounds of ammunition on Russell Road, Kingston on Saturday, April 3rd. Reports are that about 7 a.m., lawmen carried out a targeted operation at premises occupied by both suspects when a Glock pistol and 17 9mm cartridges were seized. One of the suspects was wanted by the Major Investigation Division in connection with a triple murder. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigations. The body of a Kingston woman who was reported missing has been found in a shallow grave in her yard. The police report that family members discovered remains of Millicent Robinson, who lived on Bembo Street in Craigtown sometime after midday today. She was reported missing on Sunday, March 28. At the time of her disappearance, the police say she was wearing a pink tights and a green striped blouse. The police today recovered the car of missing Clarendon teacher Natalie Dawkins during an operation in Bellas Gate, St. Catherine. The police say 1 man was killed and a firearm seized during the operation. Another man escaped. The teacher's car remains in the custody of the police. The police say they have been following strong leads into the disappearance of the Clarendon teacher and are continuing a series of operations in the search of her. Today, relatives, friends, and colleagues of the missing woman mounted a demonstration calling for her safe return. Dawkins, who teaches at the Fort Path Primary and Junior High School in the parish, has been missing since Tuesday. Reports from the Fort Path police are that Dawkins was last seen at home about 11:30 a.m. when her neighbors contacted her about her car alarm that kept going off. The police further reported that the following morning, her relatives tried to contact her, but the calls went unanswered. The family was informed by the Spanish Town police that Dawkins' handbag was found on the Spanish Town leg of Highway 2000. A reward of $1 million is being offered for information leading to the safe return of the teacher. The man heard in a voice note threatening his ex-girlfriend is now in police custody. The police say he was picked up in St. Catherine this afternoon and is being interviewed. Members of the public are being reminded by the police that threats are treated as extremely serious incidents by the constabulary force. They are encouraging those who are receiving threats to make a formal report to the police. In the voice note, the man is heard repeatedly telling a woman identified as Denise that he is going to kill her. He lamented that he was left hurt after she ended the relationship, accusing her of using him. But the woman said that she walked away because she no longer felt comfortable in the relationship. This did not discourage him, and he repeated his threats to harm her. 2 men were shot, 1 fatal, in Reddy's Road, St. Andrew today. It is reported that around midday, the men were in the vicinity of a post office when they were approached by a gunman who opened fire. The shooter escaped on foot. Cops at a nearby police station rushed to the scene. On their arrival, 2 men were found suffering from gunshot wounds. The injured men were taken to hospital where 1 died and the other 1 was admitted. The deceased has been identified by the police as Andre Roberts. The man in hospital was shot in the stomach. 2 men have been arrested and charged in connection with the rape of a 16-year-old student in Hanover in February. The student reported the matter to her relatives in April. Reports are that the student had gone to visit her boyfriend, 19, and was in his room when another man visited the premises. The 26-year-old man entered the room at the boyfriend's invitation, and both men and the boyfriend subdued the student, and she was sexually assaulted while the boyfriend watched. The 2 has been charged with rape and aiding and abetting rape. The police are set to roll out a set of measures that they hope will help reduce acts of violence against women, according to Major General Anthony Anderson. General Anderson, who is the police commissioner, did not elaborate on the measures, offering only that they will be made public in another week. He also issued a direct message to criminals that the police will apprehend them, as the constabulary is experiencing an improved relationship with the public, who are growing increasingly outraged by the violent acts being committed against citizens. We're coming out in about a week or so with a series of measures that not only we can take, but members of the society can take, women can take, and we're also doing some work on sensitizing people to some of the nuisance importance of dealing with these situations. General Anthony Anderson told our news source on Friday in Spanish Town as he visited major commercial areas to observe public compliance with the government's COVID-19 lockdown to prevent spread of the novel coronavirus. The police, he said, are always concerned about crime in general, particularly gruesome crimes and crimes against women. We are probably more concerned than most people because we actually see those persons who have been killed. We are the only ones who see them every time, see the effects on people of these criminals, he said. He argued that technology has allowed acts of violence and crime to be transmitted to people quickly, especially via social media, thus creating a lot of fear, even though violence against women is reducing. However, the police, he insists, are now apprehending suspects more quickly. As you see, they do it, we're after them, we get them, there is no large time lapse, and part of that has been kind support we've getting from the public, the commissioner said. We have an outraged public, and that outrage needs to be focused on the criminals who are committing crimes, he added. He commended the men and women under his command, noting their dedication to duty. I have seen situations where officers come off duty and just go back on immediately, so that's the kind of dedication, he said. Anderson also vowed that the police will be on the streets, particularly over the long lockdown period, to prevent criminal action. Our pledge to Jamaica, and certainly my own, is that there is no effect that I'll spare personally to change the situation in Jamaica, he said. In relation to public compliance with the lockdown, which mandated no movement for all of Friday, Anderson said, largely people are complying, and I think it's because of the seriousness of the situation has hit it home. I think the measures are balanced in terms of trying to protect us, but also allowing some things to happen. I really have to thank the public for complying with the measures. The lockdown will also see 2 full days, Sunday and Monday, of no movements and half day after midday Saturday. In the 24 hours leading up to last Thursday, the Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 424 new cases of COVID-19. That brought the total number of cases to 39,967 since the island reported its first case on March 11, 2020. Of that number, 17,861 people have recovered and 607 has died. 19-year-old Chevelle Chambers of Christian Gardens, Gregory Park, St. Catherine, has been missing since Saturday, April 3rd. She is of brown complexion, slim built, and about 170 centimeters, 5 feet 7 inches tall. Reports from the Caymanas police are that about 7 a.m., Chevelle left home on errands and has not been heard from since. When last seen, she was wearing a black t-shirt, green ripped jeans pants, and a pair of brown slippers. All efforts to contact her have proven futile. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Chevelle Chambers is being asked to contact the Caymanas police at 876-988-1719, police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. The elderly woman Yvonne Dixon, who was found wandering on Reddy's Road, St. Andrew on Friday, April 2nd, has been reunited with her relatives. Police said the woman was found lying along the roadway at about 7:50 p.m. When questioned by police, Dixon was only able to state that she is from a Vineyard Town address. Police said since the story of the senior citizen was published, her relatives has made contact with the authorities and she is now safely back with her loved ones.